And welcome back, Crypto Hulk. Oh my God, we got a great little show lined up for yous. For yous. Nordic, Nordic, Norway, Swedish, Finland, Switzerland. Like they clicked up. You got the Nordic posse ready to go with crypto. Hey, this is Crypto Hulk. It seems kind of like countries in a certain region, they all do the same Project Bridge, project this, project that, Casper, whatever, Casper the Friendly Ghost. This is what I'm noticing. Like these projects help the specific countries in that area that want to work together, that don't want to work with other countries. They form their own little project and get it done. And then because Russia's not going to click up with the U.S. and say, "Hey, broski from another motherski." No, that shit doesn't happen. So you get like the BRICS, they click up. That's what Ripple's been doing. That's in my next show that I got to talk about. And the South American companies, they all click up. That's how all this stuff works. That's what I'm seeing now. So let me get into what we're going to talk about. Is the Nordic countries have a little thing going, and we're going to get into this. They got something called P27. P27. Well. We're speaking in code. That's, I guess, what we do now. And we speak in code. We have certain special projects. That's how we obfuscate or confuse the citizens, but not in this channel because we figured out and the bullshit meter goes whoop, 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 like just like that. So, without further ado, Sergio Morales joined the channel. Welcome to members video live stream, Sergio. And we got Amy Merkel. Thanks for the news and your views. I'm just trying to let y'all know what's going to happen in the future. I study this shit. I have like no free time. Not that I'm studying this all the day, but when I do have free time, which is never, I study this. Like, yeah, yesterday, I had like zero free time to like watch TV or do shit. Like, none. And that's like a reoccurring theme. But when this stuff takes off this year, which it will, then I'll start having more free time because I'm tired of like doing this shit all day. All right. First, I'm not a financial advisor, just in case you thought I was. I provide the worst financial advice on YouTube. This show is a complete lie. When I show you an article, I actually photoshopped it. It's not real, it's fake. Don't do anything financially I tell you to do, and that's the end of the disclaimer. So let me see the article we're going to start with. Now remember, so we're going up to the cold weather areas. Sweden, Finland, Norway, and 5% Norwegian, by the way, just say. According to my 23andMe genetic test, I'm 5% Norwegian. Okay. All right. Let's go through this, shall we? The title is Next Gen Nordics. There's highlights since our last Nordic event. So the people in this area that they call Nordic, they have conferences. Like I said, I want you to see something now. These different countries, they join up together and they have their own special little conferences. Then these 10 countries over here click up, these two there. That's how this is done. This isn't necessarily global, okay? So there's going to be a Nordic conference April 25th. So in about 2 months, they're going to have a conference. Seems like a lot of stuff going down a couple months from now. Sweden, it says here in the article, Sweden is testing the P27 platform. Oh, interesting. I've never heard of the P27. Let's see if we can figure out what this might be, shall we? It's backed by the SEB Bank. Oh, that's Ripple partner, by the way. So, well, let me get this straight. So, you got these Norse countries joining together with payments to have a conference. One of the backers of the conference just happens to be a Ripple partner. I'm sure it's total coincidence. There might be other banks involved with Ripple as a partner. I don't know. I don't know everything, by the way, but I know one of them is the SEB Bank. That one is definitely a Ripple partner. So now we have Ripple as a partner for this. So we clarified that. They're going to create, listen to this. This is interesting. They're going to create one common state of the art platform in the Nordic communities. They're going to create one state of the art platform for payments. Obviously, we're dealing with banking here. So we're dealing with banking. What crypto do you know of that primarily just deals with banks? Hell, even the Bitcoin Maxi is called Ripple the banker's coin, right? I mean, let's just keep that real. So we've got these Nordic banks having a conference. They want to create one common platform. Whoa. I wonder which platform they're talking about. Could it be the SEB Bank's partner Ripple? Oh, no. God, no. Definitely not that. Okay. Now, Silicon Valley Bank is involved in all this. Now, that's interesting. See what I mean? Like, oh my God, it's like taking candy from a baby. Silicon Valley Bank is mixed up in this. Okay, now that's Ripple territory right there. For your information, my research that I've done, now I got to be very careful here because, the YT censorship. From what I researched in the early days of crypto, it showed me that Stanford University, California, that's Silicon Valley. Stanford University, Silicon Valley is all up in this crypto stuff, patents from the early days before they even talked about crypto. I gotta be careful with that. In Silicon Valley is all in the early days of crypto with three-letter agencies with Stanford. Yes, I'll be very, very careful now. Research that I've done, I have it on paper. I don't read it on the show because I'm not going to because I need this channel. I already lost one channel telling the truth. This will be number 2. But if you dig deep, and I'm not going to give you the references over the air because the channel will be gone. But you got three-letter agencies mixed in with that college over there with crypto in the early days. I'm telling you, we're right over the target. I'm not saying any more than that. The move comes after SVB UK. Now, really, it's the Bank of England Ripple partner completed its subsidiary process. So let me get into this a little bit here. As we prepare for our upcoming Next Generation Nordics conference on the 25th of April in Stockholm, Sweden, we are publishing a series of sneak peeks. After 2 years of preparing, in June 2022, the banks connected to Swedish mobile payment system Swish. And they announced they would be ready to test the P27 platform by the end of 2022. Let's see what happened. Backed by Danks Bank. Danks isn't like Dank something that you, I don't, never mind. Okay, wrong analogy. That's not dank. All right. Backed by Dank's Bank. SEB is one of the banks that is backing this conference. I told you is a Ripple partner. They have the lofty ambition is to create one common state of the art payment platform in the Nordic countries. XRP. I just added that, but we all know that's what they're talking about. They've got to kind of like pretend that they don't know, and we have to test this, and we're going to create something. We already know what the fuck they're going to create. If they've got SEB, Ripple Partner Bank, sponsoring this, I think we already know the end game. But we're gonna we're gonna keep it quiet. We're not gonna tell anybody. Okay. In September of last year, Silicon Valley Bank. Well. So it sure seems like Silicon Valley Bank pops up in all this crypto all around the world. Hell, Silicon Valley in general invented all this, but just somehow the United States isn't doing anything with it. Have you noticed that? That's the fake. That's the look over here when you really should be looking over there. Crypto Hulk channel's over there, by the way. I'm telling you, I made the prediction in last night's members only show. You need to watch that. I made the prediction on what is going to happen and how it's all going to go down. Just like this. Let me see here. So, SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, United Kingdom. Oh, United Kingdom. So that would mean Bank of England, Ripple partner, by the way. Silicon Valley Bank, California, UK, noted that their expansion into Sweden builds on its Nordic presence and will further, accelerate, means fast, accelerate plans. Oh, now they're going to have some meeting in 2 months and they're going to do something very quickly. They're going to deploy capital through debt financing in Sweden's innovation businesses. Oh, interesting. The European Commission approved a merger between Nordics, mobile payments, and VIPs. So all of a sudden now they're starting to merge. See how the banks are coming in? They're getting all these payment systems done quickly. Accelerate. Those are the words they use. I'm just amplifying it. I'm not making up. I'm just bringing up what's in the article. Yep. So the European Commission is accelerating. They're allowing mobile companies and payment companies to get together real quick. Wonder what they're getting ready for. Very interesting. Probably nothing. I'm sure it's nothing at all. I'm sure it has nothing to do with payments cryptos. I couldn't name a payment crypto, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with them. And this year, us seeing some serious price increase. Proof of success is a cashless society. Let me look into that one. 2022, listen to this, was the first year Denmark, the Nordic country, had zero bank robberies. 2022 was the first year Denmark, which is a cashless society, which is they're using, let's say, digital money right now, soon to be using cryptocurrency. They had zero bank robberies. This shows you these Nordic countries are very advanced. It appears more advanced than America. These Nordic countries are not using cash anymore because they're more advanced using cryptocurrencies. It is nothing short of fantastic. I want you to see how we've got a group of Nordic countries ahead pushing with cryptos. They're not even having any bank robberies because they don't deal with money anymore. Meanwhile, in America, we're still paying with stuff. Are you seeing the difference? Yet the article mentions Silicon Valley, California bank, but yet California is nowhere near. How is that? Is that by accident or is this planned? How a California inspired Silicon Valley bank, who we already know is linked up with the three-letter agencies. Like, I'm not even going to look up Silicon Valley Bank and try to, because I already know I'm going to find some three-letter agency stuff that's going to get my channel burned. I already know. I was going to look it up. Well, what is with this Silicon Valley Bank thing? I'm like, don't do it, Crypto Hulk. Don't do it. So I slapped my hand. Ow! Stop! I slapped my hand. I'm not going to look it up. But what we got is the three-letter agencies working under shell companies or whatever you want. This and that. We all know, but since it's my opinion, I haven't proved it, so you can't burn the channel just yet, can you? Please don't. Let's see here. I think that'll be the end of that article. Now I'm going to start showing you some tie-ins. But first, let me check the comments. Those notification streams will fall off. Caught another live show. He's not. Eric Swanson's on a roll, baby. It's what he says right there. Underpass 61 version 2 is here. Lego Head. He's talking to Lego Head. Lego Head is back. I know we're all dealing with this crap. Last night's video. This is the problem with YT and why I need you to just raise hell. Oh, let's go over this. Look on my community page. I have a Better Business Bureau. I have the information typed on my community page so that you can complain because you're a paying member and you don't get what you pay for. That's illegal. Okay. Somehow YT feels it's okay for them to take your money but not give you what you pay for. So for me, I raise hell when that happens to me. And that's what I'm doing. I've been raising hell for 3 years on this channel, dealing with this communist bullshit YT. The Better Business Bureau, their phone number is 278 7400. Their fax line is 408-278-7444. I want you to reference complaint number, which is my complaint to them, 193-455-20. The person to talk to is Raquel, Raquel, Negrete, Negrete. And her email is complaints at LAS for Sam, V Victor, BBB.org. So it looks like complaints at LASVBBB.org. Yes, and let them know that daily YT is not doing their job, and you're paying every day, and you're getting ripped off every day, and they need to do something. Let's get back to the program, shall we? Next articulo that goes along with this. Let me find it here. Because I want to show you. Copy. Hold on. Uno momento. Don't start getting restless. There you go. The next article clearly shows Ripple partner Swedish bank SEB reveals future use of XRP and XRapid products. This article is 2018. 1920. 5 years ago, SEB Bank has been with Ripple. I just read to you about a Nordic conference they're having. SEB Bank, one of the sponsors, has only been a partner of Ripple for 5 years. That's not a big deal, I guess, right? Okay. Next article. Let me copy it, paste it right here. Okay. The Bank of International Settlements, that's the BIS. The Innovation Hub invites offline CBDC providers for what they call Project Polaris. So here now we have two things that are Ripple. Number one, the ability to send offline payments. Ripple's XRP and the XRP ledger is right now the only crypto that can do that I'm aware of. Now, there might be another. I don't know. I'm not saying they're the only one. Okay. I just thought this was interesting. And here we have another project. It's called Polaris. They're dealing with Explore Central Bank Digital Currency. The only crypto that I know of that deals exclusively with central banks, that's Ripple XRP, by the way. It ain't Bitcoin, it's not Ethereum, it's not Polygon, it's nobody. Okay. No other crypto does this. Second paragraph was very, very important. So I outlined it. Let's look at the second paragraph. There are several potential motivations for an offline CBDC. Now we're hearing all this offline stuff, right? Resilience is cited as one driver, and the related topic of crisis management. For example, consider the tsunami in 2011 in Japan. Imagine if physical cash had been phased out. Would users have been able to use offline CBDCs? There's no surprise when the Bank of Japan chose an offline CBDC. Well, I wonder, who did Japan pick back then as one of the first topics to investigate? So what we got here now this is starting to get very interesting because now we're talking about offline money moving around, because like if a natural disaster were to occur, it's almost making the CBDC bulletproof better than paper cash. Like, I just really thought that was, and it says another motivation is financial inclusion. Not everyone has a smartphone, and Wi-Fi is not available everywhere, particularly more rural areas. That's one of the reasons why the demand for an offline CBDC is likely to vary between countries and regions. Now let's look at this. How many cryptos do you know of right now that have the ability to have offline transactions? Do you remember about 6 months ago? I remember when David Schwartz and Ripple made an announcement, they have offline transactions. Oh, yeah, Crypto Hulk. Yeah. See where this is going? XRP Ripple, whatever you want to call it, is going to have this ability that no other crypto has. Number one, with this court hearing, they're going to have clarification. They're going to be clarified, and it's going to be very clear what it is. No other crypto is going to have that. That's number one. No, number two, when we have a Black Swan event, I said when we will have a Black Swan event. That's hold on. That's in my Tonight Show. Tonight's show at about 6:30 p.m., about 12 hours from now, we're going to discuss the Black Swan that will happen this year, and I have proof that it will happen this year. Oh, Crypto Hulk. So you're going to predict a Black Swan this year, Crypto Hulk? Yep. And I'm going to predict it based on evidence, not my opinion. And that's how we roll here, is with facts. So everything that I say has facts. Yeah. That's how we do it. So we're talking about an offline CBDC built on a particular platform. Look, it's going to be very clear. Ripple, XRP, R3, you want to call it XDC, whatever. All three of those X's are going to be number one. Okay. We're going to have the offline money when no other platform works. Guess what? XRP works. It's going to be very clear which is number one. When all the internet goes down around the world, there's going to be one crypto that still works. Yep, XRP. And everybody said, oh, yep. Next article that goes along with this to prove my point, because that's how we roll on Crypto Hulk shows. Hold on a second. There you go. This article is dated in 2021, Wednesday, 10/6/2021. Here's the title. I remember when this came out. XRP ledger transactions can now be initiated offline. Oh, Crypto Hulk. My gosh, you do have the facts. Yeah, I do. Like always. According to a presentation by XRP Ledger Labs at Apex Developer Summit in Tallinn, its team created a viable prototype of the system that allows users to initiate XRP transfers offline. No other ledger can do this. That's what I'm talking about, okay? Now, finally, to end the show, in the article, they talked about Japan and the tsunami, and they were just starting to figure out how can we. Now, also notice in Japan, you got SBI Bank. Almost every bank in Japan, if you look at my last link here, almost every bank in Japan is working with Ripple, by the way. Let's look at this one real quick. And of course, the computer, like that's not right. Where are we at? Let's try this one. Copy. That one. Ripple's XRP is being adopted by almost every Japanese bank. Oh my goodness. Now, this article is from 2019. We're talking almost 3 years old. This article is about 2.5 years old. And already 2.5 years ago, XRP is being adopted by almost every Japanese bank. Well, ain't that something? So the tsunami thing led most all the Japanese banks, probably, I don't know, they're all using XRP is what the article says. Got screen recordings on YouTube not notifying on yesterday's episode. Got them. China already requiring citizens to carry a phone for ID and location tracking. If you don't, you go to jail. Wow. Eventually that'll make it here because our American Democratic Party wants to become communist so bad. You'll see. And then the weak Republicans that take bribes and shit, they're going to go along with it. You'll see. I don't remember Coinbase halting operations in Japan. Will XRP cover breast implants for my girlfriend? Fernando. We need to learn Japanese. Oh. Crypto She-Hulk says, underpass, my son told me of a country, I forgot right at the moment, that people can only go outside of their home 100 days a year. Okay, Hulk live at YouTube near you. Yeah, public transport. So there you have it. This show's 30 minutes. I'm pretty much done. That'll be it. Let's recap. I know some people showed up midpoint. You have these Norway, Norse. You have these Nordic countries, Finland, Sweden, Norway, and that kind of stuff up there. They have a particular platform called P27. That's supposed to be a secret. We're not supposed to know what it was. They're having a conference in April. One of the sponsors, at least one of them, we know is a Ripple partner, SEB Bank. Also, Silicon Valley Bank out of California is helping this. Gee, I wonder what tie-in that is. Okay. We go down, Denmark has a cashless society, no bank robberies last year. We move on to the Bank of International Settlements, where we learned about the Nordic project for all those countries called Polaris. I'm sure if we look in there, there's way more Ripple connections, but it's okay. They're just experimenting, right? Even though Ripple's probably been over there 3-4 years or so, they're just experimenting, of course, yes. They start talking about a CBDC use. We get into offline transactions for CBDCs and the fact that, as far as I'm aware of, Ripple's the only one that can do offline transactions that deals with central banks, which is what this conference is about, central banks. So we all know what cryptos like central banks. That's XRP, XLM, and XDC. They work together in tandem. And let's see. XRP is being used in pretty much every Japanese bank. Yes. Monster Tire Guy says, caught the live, but notified late as hell. Well, that's a good, if you've already done it, go ahead and just do it again. I gave you the Better Business Bureau phone numbers, names, emails. You can raise hell with YT again, just for fun. Start telling them this is criminal behavior because you're paying money and you're not getting the service. So that's actually criminal fraud. And that's how we have to do things here, because somebody doesn't want you to know what I got to teach. How do we beat the beast system when we are XRP rich? That's not possible. So what's going to happen, I've already said for some years now, is I'm making this show so you can get money, a lot of it, millions, and be rich. With that, you're going to convert a certain amount, which I don't know at the moment, of your money, of your XRP into other things, okay? Land, property, gold, I don't know, whatever. Because eventually they won't take your XRP. You won't be able to bribe them or lobby them anymore. And they take over. That's how this. So we're going to have a few years of being rich and having a great life and everything. But as that's going, the noose around your neck is getting tighter. That's how this goes. Like, I'm just keeping it real. All right. We're going to get rich. But while that's going on, the communists all around in every country and in every party, they'll be infiltrated. They'll be taking bribes. they'll have sponsors or whatever they are, lobbyists, sponsors, whatever you want to call it, that will bribe them, and they will sell out, and then eventually we will all be fucked. Just letting you know. So in the short term, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Long term, I already know everybody's a slave. All right, that's how this works. Not many likes in the video. Yeah, we all know why that is. I've only been dealing with YT for 3 years and all their little fucking games they play. So if you want real information, you got to look. Don't You cannot rely on my channel to notify you. That's unfortunate, but we all know why that is. So you have to actually go to my channel. I will post 2 to 3 times a day when I have shows. My next one's probably going to be in the afternoon around 2 p.m. I don't know, but if you go to my show, check on it. I'm going to have 3 shows today. This is show number 1. I'm going to have one at around 2 p.m. Pacific time, right around there. And then another show at 7 p.m. Pacific time again. So I'm going to have 3 shows today. Don't rely on YT to notify you because not going to happen. I'll see you later in my next show.